What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Friday. Shout out to you guys. Hope your day is going good. Sorry I'm a couple minutes late. I was trying to get some messages in order, get some things squared away. What is going on, folks? I didn't know what to title this thing, but definitely one of the biggest things on my mind right now is the fact that I missed a whole ton of messages. Folks, I just found out, thanks to Jersey, she told me about this yesterday, about filtered messages. My God, do we got some messages. Some people wanted to do phone calls yesterday. They ended up in the filtered messages for some reason. And I saw those. And I saw a whole bunch of shit. It's hard for me to get to these messages. I'm literally trying to get to them right now, but I got to scroll through 5 years of messages trying to get to the filtered messages. Because every time I try to get to them, I can't get to them. It just keeps, all right, boom, I found it. My God, I had to go all the way back to 2/7/2016 just to get to these messages. Damn. Word, I got them. I don't want to lose that. That was a pain in the ass. So anyways, what's going on with you guys today? Got a couple things I want to share with you. We're going to open up the phone lines. I got some people already reaching out who want to share some things, so really awesome with that. Today I'm going to attempt to do something. I don't know how it's going to work out. I want to start doing, interview videos with people via Messenger, the video messenger thing. I'm going to test this out a little bit today with an awesome supporter of After Prison Show, somebody we spoke to on the first day of the calls, a guy by the name of Justin. He posted a video up in the Facebook fan page, so special shout out to him. I'm going to test this theory out, take a little bit of what I'm seeing on the news and how they're doing certain things and see if we can make it work. I can't go and do like the Skype interviews because I don't know how to use Skype. I don't know how to set all that up. Cody has to set all that up, and Cody's not here. Cody's working from home. He's been working from home for probably 3 weeks now, and we've been getting shit done still. So there is that. I'm also going to share a crazy little story with you guys that I just ran across. It is a prison-related story for sure. I also just saw in the news they had a major riot somewhere over in Europe because of this coronavirus crazy shit. So there's that. I want to thank anybody who took the time to check out yesterday's video. It performed exactly how I expected it to, and I respect those little 20,000 views more than the almost 100,000 views that we got on the Jellicoe video. It's crazy. It's almost like I've dealt with the drama for so long now with different things, and at this point trying to separate myself from it. It's almost like I really know how it goes. So we do the video, I share the story, the Jellicoe story, and everybody's all like, hey, you're absolutely right. You're right. And then a day later, people are like, well, maybe you should give him another chance. Joe, you're a hypocrite. How are you going to say you're cutting this dude off because he got drug sale charges, but yet that's what you went to prison for? Yeah, like almost 15 years ago. You know what I mean? Almost like 15 years ago. It's not like I just went out and caught me a dope charge right now and think if I did. What would the world think of me? Joe is a piece of shit. Joe is a fucking liar, which I would never do. You got to separate yourself from the bullshit. And it's sad. I took the time in yesterday's video to, make the intro that I did, saying that, I thank everybody for standing with me. It's not an easy decision to make. I made a post on the Facebook fan page or responded to something, and I said, in the words of Gay Dave, he said it best, sometimes the hardest thing to do, sometimes the right thing to do is the hardest thing to do. And it's sad that has to be the right thing. So there's that. Holly, good morning to you. Hoovy, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for the 2 months up in here. Welcome, everybody. We're going to make this a good Bobo. I want to do some calls. ETZ, what's going on with you, brother? I want to do some calls in a little bit. And I got a guy who's been rocking with After Prison Show for a long time. He's got a story that he wants to share. And I want to hear some stories. We're going to do a little bit of a reaction today. It's a very short story that I'm going to share with you guys. I ran across it. It's fucking nuts. And we're going to do a little reaction to that. In other news, before we go any further, a couple other things I want to share with you guys. I feel like all work at the house has kind of like just fell off. Yesterday over there, they cleaned up, and thank God they did, because the entire backyard looked like Sanford and Sons. So they loaded up my old box truck, which they've repaired the door on. They've made a divider in the back of this thing. I don't even know who my girl is anymore. Put a brand new pair of shoes on her. I see her walking down the street with another guy, and goddamn, man. Still got the title to that damn thing, though. Still got the title. But anyways, they got the backyard cleaned up. They were framing in some windows. And I went over there for just a little bit. I wanted to try to, test.
Can we get
first I needed to go up into the attic and see what all needed to be done with the HVAC. Make sure that we had a couple of things that we needed. Some sealer. APS family, shout out to you. Can we get the bung bung? Who do we need a bung bung? Shout out to you. Had to make sure we had the sealer and some silver tape. I don't know what either one of those two things are for. And we had those. I'm looking at my return box that's still crushed. Shout out to Connor. Connor's building the return box. Tomorrow he's coming over there, and me and him, I'm gonna help him get the HVAC squared away. And he's doing this out of the goodness of his heart. Think about this, folks. We did the electrical 4 times. We've done the HVAC. Brian lied about the HVAC the first time. The second time we got it with Connor. Then it got destroyed a little bit. Now we're doing HVAC 3 times. We're doing the HVAC 3 times. So many things we're doing more than once. So many things that I'm unhappy with about the house. I'm not going to bitch about it. It is what it is. You learn. So there's that. But I go over to the house yesterday. I check out what needs to be done with the HVAC. We got to run a emergency overflow line. That was never done. Dave with the dreads, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. The emergency, it's a piece of PVC pipe. It comes out of this bottom tray in case the HVAC, for whatever reason, or the air handler up in the attic, or the heat pump, I don't know which one it is. In case that starts leaking, it will leak down into the tray. Boom. The emergency line will take that right out the house. There's a condensation line. I think that's what it's called. That's the other line. That's been ran. But the emergency overflow line, it's there. So I'm following it, and I'm trying to find out. Where this line goes. So I'm following this piece of PVC that's coming off of this metal tray from underneath the whatever's in the attic, the air handler or something. Heat pump. I don't know. I'm following it, and it makes, a right-hand turn and goes nowhere. It's just sitting right on top of the sheetrock. And I'm like, well, where the fuck were they going to run this thing out at? Because that's not how we're going to do it. We're just going to run straight out through the back wall, and that's it. So we'll get it done. That'll happen tomorrow, and everything else is kind of on a standstill because of the coronavirus and also because of the HVAC. Like I mentioned yesterday, we can't do the paint until the plaster gets done. We can't do the plaster repairs until the HVAC gets done. We can't do the floors or anything else until all of the above get done. But I go over to the house yesterday, and one thing that I want to do, I even filmed about this. We've replaced 1, 2, 3 windows in the house. There were 7 windows total, I believe, maybe 6. So we've replaced like half or not even all of them. But anyways, the old windows are fucking like piss-stained yellow. I don't know what that is. Discoloration from something. Nicotine, probably. So there was some cleaner that I had over there, some all-purpose cleaner. I wanted to try to clean up the windows. And folks, that shit actually came off pretty good. It wasn't perfect by no stretch of the imagination, but it looks a lot better than it did. I cleaned 1 window, and that took me probably at least a good hour and a half. A lot of shit there. Jake, shout out to you for the 3 months right there. Good morning to you. Shout out to everybody helping us reach the sub goal. We're halfway there. Thank you, guys. GPX says, just got me an APS shirt. Thank you for the support, brother. And welcome, and thank you for being here. So yeah, that's about all there is with the house. I've got a bit of a vlog, quite a bit of a vlog in terms of, some felon flipper stuff. It's not a whole hell of a lot of nothing. Basically what I've been sharing with you guys. Joe going over there and trying to paint some trim that didn't take. Got all the old trim taken out. Joe cleaning a window. That's about the extent of that vlog right there. We might run with it. I don't know. So, where else was I going? Oh, real quick before we go any further, I want to share something with you guys, folks. I think I found my how I'm going to start doing resumes for the house. Don't just tell me you know how to do the motherfucking work, okay? You're going to have to take a test. And I found the test this morning. A lot of guys will tell you they know how to do a lot of things. And we've seen that on the house. I had to pull the chat up for this. So, bear with me now. Let me go to this. All right. I found how we're going to do the resume, folks. You're going to have to show me you know this shit for real, for real. R.I.P. to the gear drum. Look at this game right here, folks. This is about the extent of what the work in my house is looking like. Oh, you know how to do the floors? Yeah, I got you. Hold on, we got to back that up one time because we missed everything. Oh, you know how to do plaster and patchwork? Yeah, I got you. Oh, that looks class A, right? Oh, you a painter too? I'm doing the painting work. Check out them floor jobs right there. Oh my God, Jesus! Thank you, guys. This looks fucking up the code. Yeah, let's just fucking stage the house now. Let's get it right. This bitch is sure to sell. Sure to sell. Okay, well, I don't need to, I didn't need to do that. Who the fuck is this? Crazy Russian hacker? What? That guy's sold out in a major way.
When you split the log, these two pieces push.
Go away. All right. So there's that. If I refresh this. Oh, bet. Okay, so I got my messages pulled up. I can see the messages now. Folks, I did not know about all of these damn messages. I didn't know about the filtered messages. When I go to my messages on Facebook. All right, well, I don't want to dox anybody. Okay, look, check this out. I'll show you. So I go to my messages on Facebook. Bung. You know what I mean? There's my messages. Then I'll go to my recent messages, and then I see these. So I'm asking you guys to hit me up, and I'm like, yo, where y'all at? I did not know about this whole other section over here called filtered. Sorry if I just put you guys out there. I didn't know about this filtered section. Didn't even know that was a thing. Folks, I went through this filtered comments section this morning. Mind you, this goes back 5 years. It goes back to 2016, 4 years, okay? Y'all, I missed out on movie deals. I missed out on fucking book deals. I could have been a New York bestseller right now. Except I don't think anything's selling all that great right now if it's not some kind of a cleaning product. I had Brian's kid hitting me up. You know what I mean? Like, yo, hey. I had exes hitting me up. There were nudes in there. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? I did not know about this. Before we do any phone calls, I'm going to go through some of these filtered messages. Now, I can't, I got to be very careful with this because I don't want to open up like some crazy shit, right? Like, let's see what we got up in here. All right, let's go. Going through the filtered stuff, and it's, going through the filtered stuff. Yo, there is so much shit up in here. But like I said, yeah, Brian's kid hit me up. Brian, number one. Talking about, yo, man, I can't be held responsible for what my daddy did. And I'm like, I never even saw this message. Speaking of that, real quick, while I offer a little bit of fodder, right? Let me get off of that real quick. Hey, can you guys let me know how many people are up in here? My counter's not working this morning. Bizzle, what's going on with you, brother? Thank you, never again. Thank you. Updates on Ruff. I ain't got no updates on Ruff. The last I knew, the police was supposed to be putting them charges out. But like we've been seeing, especially as of late, don't look like the police locking nobody up right this second. If this motherfucker get a get out of jail free card, I'm going to be mad. Damn, I'm going to be mad. But speaking of that situation right there, some things that I've never told you. Oh, God. Let's have a little bit of moment of truth. Folks, you know how many videos I've done where people will ask me, reach out to me, ask me to remove those videos. Hey, second thoughts, your comment section, woo! A lot of times, not a lot of times, but certain times, I will have people who reach out and ask to remove the videos. I have, right? So I'll give you a couple of examples. Long time ago, we did an interview video via Skype. I mean, this was back when I was living in the apartment. Did it in the garage, too, back when Gay Dave, maybe he had just gotten out of jail during this time. Maybe this was before he went to jail. Cannot remember. But during that time, oh, yeah, Danny was one, too. We did this interview with this chick who got her jaw blown off by some psycho ex-boyfriend. Had to have reconstructive surgery. Thank God, the woman didn't die. Well, after that video was up, it was a very powerful video about domestic violence. It was a fucking crazy video. She reached out. And asked me to remove the video. There were some other people who reached out, wanted to offer a little bit more to the story. Here, her fucking family reached out to me. It was crazy. So there was that. I removed that video. I removed that video. I was like, okay, whatever. And back then, I wasn't really having this type of shit happen, right? Back then, I wasn't really having this type of shit. And I'm going somewhere with this. So there was that. Then, obviously everything that happened with the Danny situation. I almost sent Danny an email this morning. I found his email.
From people you
I almost
met
sent
in
that
prison.
email. But I'm not sure I really want to fucking open that can of worms again. And that's the truth. APS family, shout out to you. Yeah, I ran across a lot of crazy messages for sure. So more recently, people have asked, Joe, what happened with the guy that you consulted, Michael? Well, his family has reached out wanting me to take the video down. And I'm like, for what? Why I got to take the video down? They got another goddamn video of the entire court sentencing. Fuck that shit. I did that shit out of the kindness of my heart. I did that shit for free, where anybody else would have charged you $10,000 or better. I was down on my fucking, if it wasn't my honeymoon, it was my 1 year anniversary. I was down in Key West, I remember that, sitting poolside drinking $15 fucking margaritas, talking to this dude about any questions he had about goddamn going to prison. I was spending a lot of time. Let Rabbit talk to him. They asked me to take the videos down. I never did. So more recently, of course, when all the shit hit the fan with Brian, number one, somebody reached out. I'm not going to put that person out. Somebody reached out, family, and they said, hey, look, can you stop doing all the Brian stuff? Because, he's got kids and, his kids are hearing about this shit at school. And I was like, they hit me, right? I was like, damn, the kids. But if I'm just going to keep it 100 with you guys, my thought on that was, hey, yo, fuck your kids. Fuck them. Your kids ain't got shit to do with my motherfucking $4,000+ that you stole, daddy stole from me. And if they're hearing about it at school, hey, blame daddy. You ain't got to blame me. Your daddy a piece of shit. All right? Fuck that. And I took that into consideration, right? And then they reached out to me in some fucking sneak diss type of a way. Yo, hey, hit me up. I got some info. I'm fam. And then I hit him up. Yeah, what's up? Hey, can you please stop? Nah, I ain't stopping. Fuck that shit. Didn't even respond. So there was that. And then more recently, the most recent, and this one kind of fucked me up a little bit, right? Because it involved, the children. And again, I don't know if I've told you guys or not, my thoughts on, kids. If you've ever played Grand Theft Auto 5, tell me how many kids you see in that game. I mean, a lot of kids play the game, but how many actual pedestrians in children do you see? None. So, the most recent one, it happened, I think, last week or earlier this week, maybe last weekend. I can't remember exactly when. I got a message, and it was like, yo, about Robert Gleason. Now, that name may not ring a bell to you guys, and you're probably like, Joe, who? Robert who? Well, way back yonder, back down the holler, long time ago, many moons ago, years ago, when After Prison Show was perfect. Oh, I did a video. It was called A Guy That I'm Glad I Never Met in Prison. This is probably one of the scariest dudes here in the Virginia state system. A guy by the name of Robert Gleason. Robert Gleason was an absolute fucking savage. If you've ever seen that movie, oh God, what's the name of that movie? Where you got the cop and then the guy that's the killer and he's like locked up. And the cop, he's playing games with the cop. You remember that? You remember when he asked for a steak dinner and the music to be playing outside of his cell, and he takes the T-bone from the steak and he kills his cellmate? What's the name of that movie? God damn, big movie. If anybody remembers that based off of that information right there, you are a freaking scholar. Not Silence of the Lambs. No, not that. It was a newer movie. It was like Law Abiding Citizen. There you go, Inked. Law Abiding Citizen. You remember that? That's like Robert Gleason was this dude in real life. Killed his cellmate. He was at Red Onion, maximum security, level 5 prison, and was able to, and when you go to rec out there, you were in a fucking dog kennel. He was able to kill the dude in the next dog kennel next to him, convincing this dude, hey, I made a necklace for you. Let me put it on you. Dude came up to there's a lot of speculation on how this actually happened. But dude killed the guy in the next cage without even really being able to get to him. Robert Gleason was a fucking maniac. This dude was writing to the prosecutor telling him, you are going to give me the death penalty. He wanted that. Maybe even writing to the victim's family. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure they ended up, I think they've already executed the dude. Let me look him up real quick. I think he's already been executed. Robert Gleason died January 16, 2013, Jarrett, Virginia. Yeah, he was executed. All right. So, this him, boss. This him right here. This fucking stone cold savage right here. They gave him the electric chair. And there's, if we scroll through this, they'll probably show here's this right here. Here's from the dog kennel. There's the rope right there that he used. Really wild ass shit. There's a little picture of it. We won't show that. We're on TikTok right now. But anyways, savage motherfucker. Glad I never met that dude in prison. Fight fan, what's going on with you, man? Shout out to you for being up in here. So anyways, I get an email about Robert Gleason. And I'm like, yo, would I get the opportunity to interview somebody who was related to him or some shit like that? Fuck no. I get a message from more family. I don't remember who it was. I wouldn't put him out there if I did. Asking me to take down the video that I did about Robert Gleason because his kids, didn't even know the dude had kids. His kids have seen the video and they're going down a very troubling path. Now, when I read this email, I feel like Marilyn Manson right now, right? I feel like Eminem. I feel like you're going to tell me that because of my goddamn video, this dude's kids is going down a troubling path? If you look up the name Robert Gleason on the fucking internet, I'm quite certain, know for a fact, my video don't even register on the front page. Matter of fact, let's look at it. We are on the goddamn Google search right now. You know what I mean? We on the Google search. All. Okay, what pops up? Robert Gleason, murderer. Encyclopedia of murderers. Here's some videos. Most horrid. You know, surveillance. Yeah, they got the fucking surveillance video if you guys want to see this. I mean, let's look through the videos. End of days. I'm not even on here. Let's go to the videos. Let's see if my video even pops up. My video ain't even here, man. My video is not even, I'm not on the front page. I didn't even title it Robert Gleason neither, though. I'm not on the second page. I'm not even on the third page. Oh my God, they got an interview with this dude? Holy shit, folks. Holy shit. We ought to watch this. Can we watch this? Oh, we about to have a little movie time real quick. They asked me to remove this video. Now, mind you, this is one of the top performing videos of After Prison Show from way back in the day. This video's got like 3 million views. It's been seen by a lot of people. This is back when Joe didn't even know how to edit a video, and them jump cuts were like Tourette's. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, they asked me to remove the video, and of course, I did not respond. Not going to do that. But anyways, let's watch this video real quick. Let's see if we can even do this. This is the interrogation of Robert Gleason. I'm going to do my buckethead reactions to this. I'm going to share with you a crazy story, and then we're going to open up the phone lines. So in the words of Killer Keem, roll it.
Because I'm going to do what I got to do from being fucked with before. That's the only way to stop it. And now he's saying there's no way you're getting a death penalty. And I'm like, and I use this guy as like a security pocket, like an ace in the hole. I did someone a favor because they're going to do me a favor. Come August 31st, I don't get it. And someone up here ain't going to have a good ride home.
I've got no idea what he's talking about. I kind of get it.
You did him a favor?
I did a favor taking.
Okay, so I think what he's talking about is what happened at Red Onion. The dog kennel situation that I was just telling you guys about. And he's saying that he did what he did to this other guy because he was doing it as a favor to somebody. And this guy was definitely seeking the death penalty. They didn't give it to him. Maybe they didn't give it to him out of spite. But this dude was going to do everything in his power to make sure that he got it. And this interview took place, when did this interview take place? After Prison Show when he won? Oh, go ahead with your bad self. Okay. Look at that, though.
This clown out.
Okay. So somebody owes you a favor.
Yep.
That's what you're telling me.
Fucking A.
Fucking A.
Super tick somebody out, basically.
Oh, yeah, you take a lot of people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was telling before all that going down, like, look, man, these motherfuckers, this is the one that they're calling you rats rat on this guy's family, and you're still talking to them. Why? You know,
Another thing to keep in mind, he was locked up down here in the state of good old VA at this maximum security. He was from Massachusetts. You can tell it. It kind of sounds like Danny a little bit. Crazy shit. And he's talking, I guess he's talking about this guy that he ended up killing in the dog kennel and is saying, look, hey, this dude's been calling you a fucking rat and you're still talking to him? Maybe trying to justify why he needed to do what he did. Fucking A, though.
coming to me, you know, asking for favors and this and that. There's a lot more to it. I ain't gonna get into it right now.
No, please do.
And I don't keep a lot of stuff back
Well,
right
will
now.
you tell me this much?
Yeah.
How did you talk him into doing this in a rag cage?
Ooh,
I got my ways.
ooh,
You know,
Not gonna
that's
tell you.
callous.
not at this point.
Okay.
You know,
I respect
you,
that. I just,
you and I will sit down, you know,
Okay.
sit down long, because I still gotta,
okay. Can you tell me where the rope and stuff came from?
definitely.
From you? Okay. Did you bring it out with you when you came out? Okay.
Oh, did I bring it up?
When
No,
you came out from
no.
your cell?
I gave it to somebody to make it for me,
Mm.
and they left it out there for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who was
And
it?
then, once he got out there, you helped him?
He
Basically.
wasn't gonna do it on his own.
Yeah.
You know?
So you got overrode to help him? Okay. When,
The other shit I found out he's a useless piece of shit.
yeah.
You know?
So, I found, I done the forensics on it. So, I found 2 knots on your side of the cage there, and then, the loop around through the cage.
The braided one.
Yeah. But both those were pretty loose, so, did you tie those, or did he tie them?
Oh, he didn't even touch it.
He didn't touch
He
anything?
didn't touch it, no.
Okay. Did he put them noose around his neck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Did any of the other inmates say anything?
One of them glanced over at me, I told him I had his fucking business.
Mm.
I fit him for a tie.
Okay. And, basically, after it happened, did you go back to the inmate, did you go back to Cooper again and tug on the rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I wait till he get knocked out. I was gonna play games with this motherfucker. He started breathing, I went over, started doing it again, just, you know, I mean, you ain't gonna go out that easy.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then, nobody said anything until the officer came around, basically.
I told them, you know, mind the business, and they did, you know, I mean, a couple of guys, one guy kinda knows about who I am and stuff like that. He, you know, I mean, they ain't stupid,
Yeah,
you know, I mean, you can't blame them, you know.
I understand. Anything else you want to tell me? Anything you want to add to it?
It's an open cell.
Could I ask you a
God.
question, man? Did Cooper know he was gonna die today?
If he did, I don't think he would put it around his neck. No, he did not know he was gonna die today.
Okay.
Yeah. I told him I was gonna make a necklace for him. A religious necklace.
And then he sat down,
I said, yeah, well, you know, we got cages, you know, I mean, it looks like a punk way to do something,
yeah,
but it's the only way I can get my hand on somebody.
yeah.
Cause I know I'm never getting population, and he really
Yeah.
pissed me the fuck off.
So when he sat down, he put the noose around his,
He did.
which was supposed to be a necklace.
Then he did. I said, hey, look, put this around your neck, I gotta mark this off. But don't kill me. I'm like, fuck.
And then you just grabbed the whole rope part of it.
You know, I don't even know why he even tried to see Kai. He was purple as Bonnie.
Okay. So he'd been there a few minutes before they found
He
him.
did fucking 45 minutes.
Okay.
You know, then Gilmore dropped his fucking head.
Just, and then we pretty much stopped straight out.
Yeah.
Did you do this today to prove a point?
Oh, yeah, I definitely did it to prove a fucking point.
And that
Right,
point
it-
was,
I still can get to people.
Mm.
And this is the ace in the hole for somebody else to do something when they get
Yeah.
out. You know?
basically what you told me before, that you get people inside and today you made your point.
It's pretty, you know, it's pretty hard to get someone from cage to cage.
Yeah,
You know, if I can do that,
I
you
understand.
know.
Damn it, son. What a crazy dude. In Too Deep says, sounds like a good dude. There you go. Damn. All right. Well, anyways, yeah. Somebody was asking, did he say why he did it? He did it to prove a point. And then he also said that he didn't just do it all the way. He said he did it until the guy got knocked out. Anytime he heard the dude breathing, he would go over there and tug on it some more. He said he was toying with them. And he said that it took
23-year-old
45
me in a
minutes
prison cell.
for them to
Older
find it.
gentleman
Like, for the guards
slides a
to,
knife
you know,
under
get
my
wind of
door
what
and
the
tells
fuck
me to
happened.
K1LL myself. Prison
All right.
is hell. Surrounded by killers and people who don't have no feelings. Locked in a room will destroy your sanity. I had to
Man.
snitch to survive.
Crazy shit. Shout out to you, Life Till Death. All right. So I wanted to share that with you guys and just to finalize what I was talking about. Them asking me to take down the video because think about the kids. Yo, that ain't got nothing to do with me, man. You know, they're going to be fucked up regardless. Because just if even if I took my fucking video down, you still got the entire internet out there. Okay? They know damn well what daddy did. All right? So there's that. All right, I want to share a story with you guys, and then we're going to move on, and I'm going to open up the phone lines because I want to talk with you guys. And I'm looking forward to being able to do that. I've got both of my messengers opened, and I want to hear what you guys got to say. So yesterday, I'm stumbling around on Facebook, and I run across a very short story. There's this inmate blogger website ran by a woman named Susie. I know this woman a little bit, not very well. She was dating a guy in prison who he's serving like 40 years. And she rode with this dude for many years. They were married. I don't know what happened. They're no longer married or together. She probably got sick of it. Prior to them not being together, she went on Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil straight goddamn, made her look like the biggest fucking idiot in the world, talking about, being married to a prisoner, and you know how they be spinning that shit on TV. Well, she runs a website. It's called Inmate Blogger. And, I don't mind giving some shout out to that. And if you guys want to check it out, definitely check it out. It sort of reminds me of the blog that I was doing while I was in prison, Joe Writes Is Wrong, except theirs, is definitely way more active. So she's always from time to time, she'll post on Facebook from the Inmate Blogger page, excerpts of certain blogs. And I see this one about a guy by the name of Richard Calkins, 28 years old from California. And I want to share this real short blog. It's his introduction. What he's in prison for, what he did. Probably a really nice guy. His information is up here. We could probably write to him. He's at a low? Holy shit. So anyways, allow me to share with you guys the story of this dude. This is pretty fucking insane, right? So I'm going to read this real quick. It's only one paragraph. He says, my name is Richard. I'm 28 years old from Vacaville, California. That's between Sacramento and the Bay Area. I'm Mexican and white, and I'm doing life in prison for second-degree murder and attempted murder. My parole date is 2033, and I'm a youth offender, so this gives me a chance to one day come home. He's doing life for second-degree murder and attempted murder. He goes on to say that this was not a gang case. Anytime I hear California and murder, I automatically think, you wrapped up in some shit. So I'm glad that he mentioned that. It was not a gang murder. He said it was a tragedy, basically a mistake. Second-degree murder and attempted murder, okay? And you're probably thinking to yourself, how possibly could this be a mistake? A tragedy. Absolutely it was. That affected all. I'm not a cold-blooded murderer. Never Again says auto accident. Good guess, but nowhere near even close. He says, I took some mushrooms, the kind that make you hallucinate. I blacked out and killed 2 close friends and shot a third. This dude was tripping fucking balls. If there's ever such thing as a bad trip, Jesus Christ. I shouldn't be laughing at this. You know what I mean? Like, holy fuck. This reminds me of a story from my life, and I'll share that real quick after we get done with this. I blacked out and killed 2 close friends and shot a third. You ain't gonna tell me these motherfucking dragons ain't for real. Bung, 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 bung. Motherfucker thought he was in GTA 5. Back when this happened, I'm quite sure that wasn't even a thing. And then that's really all he says about it. He says, I'll be talking more about this over my blogs over time. This is still a hard subject. I'll do it in steps. Can you imagine taking you some magic mushrooms, blowing away almost 3 people, 2.5 people, blowing them away. Bang. And then, sobering up, coming down, coming out of the fog, the mist, and realizing that you done killed 2.5 people. Nebo says he can plead insanity. He's been locked up forever because he's at a low right now. He's 28 years old. He said he was a youth offender. This probably happened when he was like a teenager, obviously. Jesus. Crazy. But that's it. He says, I do American beading to pass the time. Yo, I thought California prisons went hard. If you're doing beads up in prison, you ain't about that life for real. I put my beads where? Online. Oh, I thought you were going to say somewhere else. And also to fellow prisoners. I love beading and learning new things. This motherfucker's crocheting up in prison. Who the fuck be doing that? I love to teach and learn about new cultures and ways of life. Like don't do mushrooms. It's not a good look. I love knowledge and learning all kinds of hobbies. I look forward to your services. Thank you very much. And my contact information, he provides that. This dude was using the inmate blogger thing as a pen pal website, which I'm sure a lot of people have. So nothing wrong with that. Just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. I'd like to share a quick story, and then I'm going to open up the phone lines if you guys would like to share a story. Long time ago, I'm talking about way, way back in the day, I ended up with some mushrooms. And when I got these mushrooms, I was up to a lot of bad things. We're talking about way back in the day. I'm not going to put a time frame on it. I mean, we're talking way back. But I got these mushrooms from somebody, and they were like, yo. And back then, I had a gang. Not a real gang, but like a lot of people that hung out, and the police thought we were a gang. And we were like the Sons of Anarchy, minus the motorcycles. Police used to hang out, watching us, chasing us. Crazy time. And I had I had access to a lot of guys that carried, guns and shit like that. Did I have a gun? I don't even think I had a gun at this time. So anyways, when we got these mushrooms, the person who gave them to us knew like what time it was with the certain creed of people that I hung out with. And they said, listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. You need to make sure that no guns are around. I'm like, yo, what the fuck could possibly go wrong? There ain't no guns around. There's nothing. So we're all fucking tripping balls. I'm seeing trails. I'm fucking gone. I'm like the Tiger Whisperer or whatever that goddamn Netflix series is that I don't know anything about that I really want to watch. That I hear everybody talking about, just trying to throw in a current event. And I'm outside because somebody pulls up. Oh, it was my neighbor. My neighbor pulled up. And my neighbor was like this cool chick that was like a good friend and, nothing more than that. Intrigued by the bad boy lifestyle. We were the Sons of Anarchy before the Sons of Anarchy were ever out, right? So, did this happen before or after she pulled up? No. It happened as she pulled up. So she pulled up and I'm tripping balls and like my eyes look like anime. Some hentai or some shit. And I goddamn, run over to her car like the dog when you just got home. Hey, what's going on? You just getting off of work? You're living legit. We're not. But anyways, hey, look at my fucking eyeballs. I feel like I'm standing outside of my body in the third person, not talking in the third person. But I feel like I'm like hovering around myself. You ever felt like that? Fuck no, because you live the right life. As I was having this conversation about my eyeballs, I don't even remember what the fuck. I mean, we're talking so fucking long ago. I'm really just making up the filler footage. I mean, the filler shit here. But I do remember that it all took place when I was talking to this girl. All of a sudden, there was a bunch of us who were tripping, probably like 4 of us. And the next thing I know, while I'm talking to her, I see 2 dudes, a black dude and a white dude. One dude, a super fucking... little Toonchi gang member, come running out of the house, possibly skipping out of the house, giggling like little girls, carrying a goddamn sawed-off shotgun. And I'm like, oh my God, yo. Like, I don't even know if this is for real, you know, because when you're tripping, you can't tell what's for real or what's not, right? And the next thing that happens is it was nighttime too when this took place. So anyways, it was like a firework. Boom! The whole fucking street got lit up with the light, not shots. It was one shot. One fucking shot. And where we were, like in that general area, there was a abandoned old shithole house. Well, these motherfuckers like ran over there and shot this fucking, nobody lived in this house. This was abandoned, but they shot this thing, right? And then like when this happened, I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened? So I go running over there. We're talking about like in another life, another person. I don't know. I go over there, man, and there is a goddamn, I mean, you can see through this fucking place. You can see through it. And it's like this bird shot everywhere. And it's like, nothing ever happened from that. It was the craziest fucking thing, man. Nothing ever happened from that. But I fucking was freaking out. You know? Fucking good times, right? I was an idiot back then. I was hanging out with all the wrong people. And, yeah. Thank God nobody, did anything more stupid than that. I don't think there is anything more stupid. I mean, there obviously is, but in terms of stupidity, that's pretty fucking top of the list right there. Jenny, thank God you're just now joining us. Bird shit everywhere. That's what it was. All right, so anyways, that was my story. Thanks for letting me share. My name's Joe. I'm a failure of a YouTuber, and this is my first time here. I want to go ahead and open up the phone lines, folks. If you want to call in, call in. I'm going to do something real quick. I want to give a phone call. Hopefully this guy's up in here. A dude by the name of Brandon. Doesn't look like he's up in here right this second. But let's see. Oh, he was just active. Brandon said he had a story that he wanted to share. A jailhouse story. I want to give Brandon a call right now. See if we can catch him completely off guard. He's been rocking with After Prison Show for a long time.
Hello.
Hello, Brandon.
Hey, Joe. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing great. Pleasure to get a chance to speak with you.
No, it's my pleasure, man. I'm glad you gave me a call, man. That means a lot to me. Thank you.
Well, you've been rocking with After Prison Show for a long time, and it really means a lot. So, again, absolute honor to get a chance to speak with you.
The honor's mine, my brother.
So, you messaged me and you said that you had a pretty crazy little jailhouse story.
Yeah, I did. I'll just get right to the point with it. But, back in the early 90s, I just got out of the military, and I went to jail. They were trying to nail me with the burglary charge, and just to end that really quick was that I didn't get the burglary charge because I was too big to fit through the window that whoever accessed it. So it was kind of a crazy deal. But they gave me like theft of stolen property, so it was like a year and a half. So anyway, I'm sitting in the county clink, and there was these brothers, and they were in there for murder. And
you said murder?
Every morning, yeah, for murder.
Mm-hmm.
And in the morning, after breakfast, they would play dominoes, and they'd be slapping dominoes down like, "Domino, motherfucker!"
Oh yeah, we know.
It's like, yeah, it's like God. They just kept on going and going. And I asked them, I was like, "Hey, could you guys mind just waiting a little bit to do that?" And they told me to fuck off. So I said, "Well, all right." So the next day or two goes by. After breakfast, I run up and I run in line and I grab those dominoes. Your jailhouse toilets, man, it's like they're powerful enough to flush down a small cat.
Oh yeah.
And so I took all them dominoes and I flushed them all fuckers right down the toilet. Man, they were pissed. So I kept on, they kept on writing kites to the counselor asking for some more dominoes. And I guess the counselor got sick and tired of it. And during that time, she does finally answer their kite, but brings them back to game of life.
Oh, God. So they were trying to snitch on you for flushing the dominoes.
Put phone next to the mic,
Well, they
please.
didn't know who flushed
Hard
dominoes.
phone here.
So I just kind of sat back in just kind of act like, I don't know what happened to dominoes. I didn't do nothing.
So what happened when they brought the game of life in there? Did they were they trying to slam down the life pieces, or they were just pissed off?
I guess they got tired of spinning that wheel. It was a lot quieter, that's for damn sure.
Hell yeah. Well, Brandon, I appreciate you sharing that with us, man. And again, thank you for rocking with me. And man, an honor to get a chance to speak with you.
Hey, thanks a lot. I mean, I don't know how long I've been rocking with you guys, but you and the APS Army have been freaking awesome, and and the videos you do, they're outstanding. I admit I haven't been able to watch all of them, but I try to. And there's days I'll kick back and binge watch. Like this quarantine time, I'll probably kick back and binge watch a bunch of them too that I haven't seen yet. So thank you very much, Joe.
Well, it means a lot, man. Hey, look, have a great day, and again, thanks for the call.
Hey, anytime, buddy. Talk to you later.
All right, bye. Shout out to Brandon right there. I saw some people in the comment section saying that they couldn't hear. So I'm going to try to make sure that you guys can hear. So if you didn't hear what Brandon was talking about, he was talking about being locked up in the jail. And these dudes were slamming dominoes, which is probably one of the most disrespectful things that dudes will do. Sometimes the card tables, the like the tabletop games, those can be some very disrespectful things. Slamming the dominoes, bang, domino! 6 o'clock in the fucking morning. Who the hell's playing dom? Don't you? My dog was barking. Don't you gotta goddamn go to work? Oh, you ain't never had a job in your life. Brandon said he ended up flushing the dominoes after asking the guys to, have some respect. They didn't have none, so he flushed them bitches. And they were writing kites trying to get more dominoes and ended up getting the game of life. Ain't nobody really trying to play that shit in prison. You can't really gamble with that. Now, if you get Monopoly, you can use that money as, prison currency. Dude's walking around with a fat fucking wad of $500 bills. Crazy shit. All right. I don't know why we're having audio issues this morning with hearing it. I'll try to do better. I'll try to do better. All right, let me go back to the messages. I got to check messages from... Oh, shit. Am I in the filtered messages? Holy shit. Did we got... Oh, no. How did I get all the way to the bottom? All right. Let me refresh this one, and then I'm going to refresh this one. CB420 wants to come on the line. Big time supporter on the Bobo. So let me send you a message. Let's see what you're talking about. Long-time listener, first-time caller. I saw that as well. I think Sarah said that. Where the hell did that video come from? All right. See if we can get CB on the line.
Hey, Joe.
Oh my God, you're a woman. I didn't know that. Caught me off guard. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Actually, I should have known that you're a woman when I'm looking at your name. It's Cara, right? Kara. I'm horrible with names. Hey, so what's...
No, it's all right. People call me Cara all the time. I usually just ignore it. It's cool.
Where are you calling from? What area?
Boston.
Boston. Shout out to the old Beantown.
Hell yeah.
You had sent me a video real quick. I want to ask you about that. You sent me a video talking about Jellicoe betrays us. What was that about?
That, Nicole from Real Talk Recovery?
It doesn't ring a bell, but okay.
Okay, she's got a channel called Real Talk Recovery, and I happened to catch one of her videos. That's a video of hers that I sent to you. And she's a supporter of you. But, some of the things she said in there kind of agitated me. Talking about you hiring, felons and blah blah blah, and you piss tests and all that shit right off the jump. You should know what you're getting into. And also saying that you don't understand. She tried saying that you were not a real addict.
Well, I don't.
You just sold shit.
Yeah.
What's that?
I don't even know how to feel about that. Drugs have not been a part of my life in, God, like almost 15 years now. So I get what people say about the whole, you're an addict forever thing. But at some point, you got to stop thinking like that. That's just my own personal opinion. Everybody's got their own way of looking at things. And you know what? If she says that I'm not a real addict, I'm okay with that. So it is what it is.
Right. You'll see there that I said I have mixed feelings about what she said. That's part of the reason. And, she is a supporter of yours. And she does say that she thinks that you don't understand the addict mentality type deal, but you do.
Everybody's got an
I know
opinion.
you do.
I'll tell you this, and
Yeah.
I got to wrap it up with this. Look, it was a video that did almost 100,000 views. Of course, people are going to have an opinion on it because it's clout. They can offer an opinion, and I respect whatever.
And then they can go make their shit about it.
Yeah.
And I hear you.
Well, look, I really appreciate all the support. You've been rocking with the Bobo for a long time. I see you in here all the time. And
absolutely, much love.
Well, thank you. I hope you're holding up pretty okay during all of this crazy stuff that we're dealing with. And hopefully we're going to get through this pretty quickly.
Hell yeah, hopefully. And we can do without Brady. Go past no matter what. I'm kind of upset about Goskowski, but I won't get you into the Patriots talk because everybody's going to be like, what the hell?
Let's go, let's go, Jared Stidham.
Hell yeah.
Well,
rock on, bro.
Hell yeah, you as well. Thank you for calling.
Good talking to you.
You as well. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Peace.
Hell yeah. We got the Beantown support right there. And, as soon as I was getting ready to call her, I seen that she had sent me a video. And I didn't know what the video was. It looked like almost verbatim of the goddamn video I did, thumbnail and everything. And, of course, it was somebody talking about the fact that I don't understand.
You can do the calls
and
over the computer
my point to that was,
on
look,
Facebook.
Everybody's going to have an opinion, especially when it's a video that does what that video did. I would rather have the real views than the bullshit drama views, and that's what it is. All right, moving on. Let's see what else we got up in Chia. I'm looking. I'm about to call some people from the filtered messages. All right. Let's see what we got going on right here. Oh, okay. Scummy Cab, what's going on, man? About to give you a call. You guys let me know if you can hear this okay, and please don't troll me saying that it's horrible. Jesus Christ, you guys are crazy.
Hello.
Hello, is this Scummacab?
What's up, Joe? I just had to turn off the stream so it didn't do any feedback.
Yeah, I saw some people commenting about that, and I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah. Well, I couldn't hear anything. I had to crank it up. So,
Ian, is that well?
I want to shout out to what you do every weekday morning. It means a lot to a lot of people. And I just wanted to call to tell you that, Joe.
You've been rocking with After Prison Show for a long time. Another name that I see in here for the longest time, and I appreciate you. It wouldn't be what it was without people like you rocking with this. So it really means a lot, man.
Well, I try to get in here. Sometimes I'm on the way home when I catch you, but yeah.
Hey, I'm looking at this profile picture. Is that you right there?
No, that's Joe Rogan.
Oh, I was about to say, man, you're a good-looking motherfucker, no homo, but Jesus.
No, that's Joe Rogan's headshot from the 90s.
Oh my God. Anyways, so you're in where you at?
I'm in Arizona.
And what's going on out in AZ?
It seems like this whole everybody's not on lockdown during the day. I work at night, by the way, so I work overnights at a gas station. But during the day, it seems like everything's open except for restaurants and like casinos and bars.
So all those type of places
really
are
on lockdown out here. At least they don't feel that way.
Yeah, we got it pretty good here in terms of what they're doing. They've closed down all non-essential businesses, but when you think about it, everything is pretty much an essential business, or at least that's what people are going to say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, that's what they considered my job, store clerk, and they gave us a $2 raise, so I'm at 15.
dude, that's pretty damn good, man.
Yeah, I would say so. But I just wanted to say what's up. Try to get through it yesterday, but yeah.
Well, I'm honored to get a chance to speak with you because, again, man, you've been rocking with me for a long time, and it's good to be able to put a voice to the username and a real name to the username too.
Yeah. I tried to send you a pic. I knew it was the filtered message thing because I have that same problem.
Well,
I have that same problem.
I know about it now, so we're in there. But look, Scumacab, Ian, I greatly appreciate it, man. Thanks for rocking with me, and it's a pleasure to get a chance to speak with you today, man.
All right. Take care, Joe.
You as well. Bye-bye. Man, shout out to the fact that I get to talk to you guys. I love this. This is pretty dope. I'm going to call up old Gypsy. Gypsy's been rocking with After Prison Show for a while as well. Take a couple more calls, and then we're going to... Oh, shoot, damn. It's already 10 o'clock. The fuck? I got to get some filming done before my wife gets home. What the hell are we going to do today? This might be the last call, actually. We'll save some more for Monday.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, Gypsy, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. What's going on with you?
Oh, just chilling in the quarantine.
Where are you quarantining at? What part of the world you in?
So I'm in Illinois, but we're locked down, but everyone I know is still working, except if they worked at restaurants or whatever.
It seems to be the restaurants, the hair salons, and the tattoo shops are really feeling the worst of it.
Yeah, definitely. In the tattoo shops, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
But
go ahead.
I know you don't want to harp on this Jellicoe thing, but I just wanted to say really fast, and I'm sure you've learned this lesson many times. I was a heroin addict for years. When I finally got clean, I had to cut everyone out of my life, and it's been 7 years I've been clean, and I literally talked to 3 people that I'm not related to, and that's just how it is. I mean, that's just the way it is, and so if that's what you've got to do for your own sanity, for your own health, whatever, and then if he comes crawling back when he's clean and sober and you want to give him a second chance then time will tell. But
I appreciate
I think you're
that.
making the right decision.
I appreciate what
sure.
you're saying because you're not the first person who said something like that, and I absolutely believe exactly what you're saying. When you surround yourself with a certain type of people, you are going to fall into that shit no matter what.
Absolutely.
If you're somebody who used to use and you're hanging out with people who are still actively using, there is no way in hell you're not going to fall back into it. You got to cut the ties.
100%.
Well, Gypsy, I greatly appreciate your insight and advice. And, it's a pleasure to have you rocking with the After Prison Show, and I'm very grateful for that.
I'm grateful for you.
Well, I appreciate your time, and, I'll look forward to continuing to be able to see you in here and possibly getting a chance to talk with you again.
For sure. Thanks, Joe.
All right. Take care.
Take care.
Bye-bye. I think at the beginning of all of this, when we first started doing the phone call segment, a lot of people were probably apprehensive about calling in. But as we do this more, I think it makes people a lot more comfortable. And it's like a fucking radio show we're doing right now. Call in and for the chance to be caller 10. Let me know what's on your mind. We ought to do this. You know what we're going to do? Here's what we're going to do. This just came to me. We ought to do a video. I ought to do a video and make you guys a part of this video, right? Where we all play a part. We pretend that we are doing the R&B station. I'm, who does the R&B channel? What's his name? Luther Vandross? Isn't that who it is? We pretend that we're doing the R&B station. Hey, what's going on? This is The Love Below. And you're listening to Slow Jams After Dark. Because in prison and jail, when you've got access to the radio, that's something that a lot of prisoners are going to listen to, hoping that that girl out there in the free world who they hope hasn't forgotten about them is going to call in and dedicate a song. Can you imagine if we do this like it's a goddamn R&B radio station and you guys call in and you just make it up? Yeah, I'd like to dedicate this to Lil Dookie Stain. Just to let him know I'm thinking about you, baby. Shh, I'm on the phone. Oh, we're live on the radio. Love line. The Silent Storm. There you go. Sarah, you know. You called into that. Yes, this one goes out to my main man, my king. Oh, God. Man, just an idea, you know. I like doing this. I like being able to get your guys' insight and opinion on the situation. And like what Gypsy said right there, you got to cut the ties. Sometimes you don't want to be able to, you don't want to have to do that. It stings, it sucks, it hurts. But you got to. And no matter what, I said it in yesterday's video, I'm going to say it again. Even with the current state of affairs with Jellicoe, I don't wish no ill will on this dude. I don't hate him. But I have had to step away. And maybe to some that's not the right thing. Oh, Joe, you're turning your back. You're a hypocrite. You're not a real addict. No shit. No motherfucking shit. Have I not given enough of them a chance? Have we not seen that it's probably not a good idea to motherfucking continue to give these people a chance? I'm tired of babysitting. I'm tired of running an adult daycare center. That's what I feel like. Still feel like that. You know? A lot of you guys have gotten, well, a few of you I've gotten a chance to speak with over the last couple of days doing this phone line. And I love to be able to do this. E.T. Zeno got a chance to speak with you. Big time supporter John Scully. I don't think I got a chance to speak with you. Why the fuck haven't I called you? John, I need to get you on here. John sends me messages every morning. A lot of people send me messages every morning. I'm just now, you know, maybe getting a chance to see those messages. Something had to happen. I don't know what it was, but something's definitely missing out. Because usually in the morning times, I am up trying to figure out the bubbo, figure out the videos, editing. I don't usually have a lot of time. But I think I haven't had a lot of videos to edit lately because we haven't done a lot of filming. My wife's been home, and I don't like filming around her. It's kind of embarrassing when I do my little black and white skit scenes. You know, I don't know. I'm shy. I'll share with you something that I've never told anybody. When I first started doing this and Cody first started working with me, and back then we were doing prison stories and I would do the little skit scenes. Cody couldn't even be in the house when I would film. I'd tell him he had to leave. You got to go, man. Can't have you around. I can't film in front of people if we're doing, like I used to not be able to do it. And if I haven't never filmed around you, it's hard for me to do it. Like, vlog is different, or interview, that's totally different. But when I'm doing my, hey, what's going on, welcome to After Prison show, today we're going to talk about motherfucking, prison thongs, or whatever. That's hard for me. And I don't know why. Bush Hogger says you need a wingman, Joe. I wish it was my homeboy Dave, man. I miss Dave. Somebody said that you haven't talked about Rabbit in a while. Rabbit's been doing okay. I haven't heard from him today. Hope he's okay. I know he went back to work yesterday or the day before. I know he's back at work. And I've been talking with him. He's been hitting me up. So, he's not out. Hope he's okay. I'm sure he got his ass kicked at work. So there's that. Folks, I got to go ahead and wrap this up. I got to film something. What the fuck am I filming today? I got a couple of prison videos that I want to do. You know, fuck the views. I want to do what I want to do. One of them is a prison letter, like a prison hacks video about writing letters. And it's going to go in. And I don't know if it's too soon to be doing something like that because right now everybody is in fear that all prisoners need to be released. Tekashi 6ix9ine, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly especially. You know, let these people out. Bernie Madoff, fuck the 150 years. Let them out. There's never going to be a good solution to this issue that we're dealing with right now in terms of people serving time. There's riots taking place in prisons. You know, people are getting sick in these prisons. And it is what it fucking is. It is. Prison is a cesspool for disease and sicknesses. Just like a school or something like that. When you got a high population of people who are going to be in there. Some of them who are not in the best health. What do? You can't let them all out. So, there's that. Alex just came home in time. Shout out to you, man. Hey, thank you guys so much for taking the time to rock with the Bobo. I think it was a pretty good one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you especially to everybody I got a chance to speak with. Thank you to all the subscribers of the Bobo. A lot of you guys are subscribers and longtime subscribers of this thing. And we have been doing the Bobo for a long time. Real quick, can I share something with you before I wrap this up? I was a little depressed last night. I left the lights on in the filming room. And mind you, these lights turn around and face the other way. The chair's there, all the mics are there. So I do the Bobo on this side and I film the videos on that side in front of the green screen. And it's not the first time that I've left the lights on. I want to share this with you guys. I'm going to wrap it up on this. It's not the first time that I've left the lights on. Sometimes I'll leave them on until I'm going to bed. And I'll be like, oh shit, I got to turn these lights off before I burn them out. Well, last night as I was turning the lights off, after the day before the 100,000 view video of some bullshit that I never wanted to have to fucking do. And then yesterday's video that, I think is a decent video, but performs as average as it is. Like 20,000 views. As I'm turning the lights out, we're going to wrap this up on a fucking banger. Where's my goddamn playlist at? How do you find your playlist on YouTube? There it is. All right. Bear with me before we blow it out. As I'm turning off the lights, I hope you guys can hear this. I have this fleeting thought. And I've had this, I think last night was the first time that I had this thought. And that was, how much longer does After Prison Show have? Right? How much longer am I going to be able to do this? Right? Embrace yourself because we're going to get emotional. I'm not going to sing. But there is going to come a time when it is going to all be over. And when that happens, I'm going to make a pretty damn good farewell video. You know what I mean? And it's going to start with me turning off the lights. Or maybe it ends like that. You know what I mean? It's going to be very emotional. It'll be a crazy video. And I thought about that last night as I was turning off the lights. And I don't know if that'll be the song or not. Or it'll be my new favorite song. I'll share it with you guys real quick. I don't know why I like these drug addict songs, but this is my favorite song right now. And this could be the song
living low down and I'm using again.
That we wrap up after prison show on.
I'm hating my name 'cause I'm cursed like my kin.
You know?
And if I should see you before I'm condemned, I hope you're deceived by the webs that I spin.
I love this fucking song.
I wish I was who I appeared, 'cause I despise the man in the mirror.
So anyways, enough about that. Just wanted to share that with you guys real quick. And yeah. Can you imagine that? I'm going to do the video like everybody else does the video. Should I wrap up my YouTube channel? Should we shut it down? And that video gets 1 million views in a day. And I come back the very next day and I'm like, yo, what's going on, everybody? I knew y'all didn't want me to go nowhere. I share that with you not for no pity, okay? I share that with you because every year that I've done this, I've always thought like, okay, well, maybe this is the last year. You know, I remember how it all started. Back in 2017, one of our best year. I could literally film about any story that I wanted to tell you guys about, you know, from being locked up. Film that, get that edited like that, upload that. No sooner I upload that, I'm sitting on the fucking couch playing the PlayStation. I'm living my best fucking life. Watching within the first hour, that video gets, 20,000 views. And I mean, it was like, God damn. And that was like for the longest time. And then we went from, we were averaging about 75, 80,000 views a video. And then that dropped down to 50. And then that dropped down to 40, 30. And I always said, Jesus Christ, man, the day that we get, there's going to come a day when we get like no views. It's bound to happen. It's just the way of the world. And I think to myself sometimes, I'm like, well, we'll run across the next big thing. We did storage units. Those were a modest hit. We did felon flippers at first, was a modest hit. You got to find that next thing. And I don't know what that next thing is just yet. Hopefully I find that. But if I don't, trust me, that final video, boy, that final video is going to be something. So anyways, just a little behind the scenes. I thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time to rock with me. Rock with the Bobo, rock with the show, rock with the crew, rock with the people. And I'm going to look forward to continuing this thing for as long as we possibly can, doing the best that I possibly can with that as well, and trying to keep you guys entertained and the masses entertained and interested for as long as possible. Have a great weekend, folks. Thank you so much for taking the time to rock with this thing. It was a pleasure to get a chance to speak with you guys. I'm going to have some good time over the weekend because I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of, I'll be busy, but I'm going to take some time to really think about the future, the direction of After Prison Show, and also things that we can do with the Bobo with these phone calls. So I'm honored to have you guys as a part of this. And I will look forward to talking with you guys again real soon. I hope each and every one of you guys has the best weekend that you possibly can. And I look forward to talking with you real soon. Until then, peace.